Well, I feel like a child let loose in a sweet shop. The only difference being I've got no money and most sweets cost a few pence, whereas these babies cost a few pounds. And we're talking anything from £50,000 up to £500,000. So I think I might just go and see a man about a red car. Jason, this is going to sound a really daft question because I can see that they're beautiful cars, but what is it that's so special about them that everyone aspires to have a Ferrari?
I think it's everybody's dream, really, isn't it? You know, from being a little boy, everybody grows up and...
posters on the wall and things like that.
It's one of them, and then there's so much going on with a Ferrari. Everybody loves a Ferrari. Everybody knows what a Ferrari is.
Do you think it's because, I mean, like, I know that there's an awful lot of footballers and pop stars and sort of celebrities.
Yeah, but the footballers have come into it at a later date. These cars have been around, you know, from the motorsport itself, and that's where the enthusiasm comes from.
You must get an awful lot of time wasters coming in here.
No, we don't. We don't, in fairness.
Do you not?
No, we don't.
Why'd you put them off? Are you quite frightening?
No, the car itself is very intimidating. It's like going into any exclusive shop. If you haven't got the money to go in there and spend it, you won't go in the shop.
But you still must get a lot of people who might think, well, I could afford one, and if I want, how can you spot the potential buyer?
Well, if somebody could afford one, then as a salesman, I've got to try and sell them a car, haven't I?
Right.
So
what would your big selling points about this car be?
On this particular model here?
On a Ferrari, full stop. How would you sell me a Ferrari?
I wouldn't. If you haven't got the dream there to come in and buy one, there is no logic to buying one of these vehicles other than ownership, and it's really down to you wanting one.
Have you ever had somebody come in here and put a case on the desk and get like 100 grand's worth of readies out? Have you had that?
Not really, no, because...
I'll have that one there.
We can't really take that kind of money. I think it's the...
So those £50 notes in my car, they're no good?
No, I take a cheque and then clear it. Do it that way.
What's the most expensive Ferrari you've got?
Well, it'd be this model here that we're looking at the moment, which is the F50, which is the most expensive Ferrari that's ever been built for a road car, which the on-the-road price was £411,000.
Oh, only £500,000.
So, cheap at half
you could have a few houses for that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And I bet that's just their play toy, isn't it?
Well, I said to some customers who've got these cars, people will spend £100,000 on a picture and hang it on the wall. So what's the difference between, you know, putting £100,000 on a beautiful car and putting it in the garage?
Do you get a lot of women buying
Ferraris? No, but we get a lot of influence from women to buy a Ferrari.
How do you mean by influence?
Well, a lot of the time the partner will be umming and ahhing whether to buy one, and they'll then influence them to either go for it or not go for it. Right.
And what about, I'd love to know this, lottery winners? You must have had a few lottery winners come in.
We do get lottery winners in, yes.
I mean, that must be quite comical, because they must turn up in their old clapped-out car.
They don't, they don't, in fairness. That's what you'd picture it to be, but they don't. They usually
like
check into it. But I mean, if it was me who won the lottery, then yeah, I'd just turn up in an old clapped-out car and just buy anything.
I think that's more fun, don't you?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I've made an effort for you today. I've put on a nice, clean white suit because I knew I was coming somewhere posh. I'm lucky enough to be getting the chance to drive the new 360 Modena Ferrari. There's only 12 in the country, and at a mere £110,000, this should be rather fun. Jason here is going to be taking me shopping. Now, everyone knows that these babies can pack a punch, but let's be honest, we all know the speed limit is 70 miles an hour, so I'm not going to break any laws in this. Instead, I'm going to drive into Wilmslow and see how many heads I can turn. Do you like Ferraris?
They're all right.
Okay. All right? Well, hang on a minute, don't go anywhere. What about this one
yes,
here?
It's still
Do you know what it is?
No. Is it 460?
This is the man you want to be talking to. Yeah, it's the new 360.
360.
What do you think?
It's delightful.
Is it worth 110 grand?
No. but it's still delightful.
What car do you drive?
A Fiat.
Fiat.
Who incidentally own Ferrari.
They do, they do. You're a Ferrari man, are you?
I am, yes.
Why's that?
I think they're very distinctive. They're one of their own.
They are really.
Yeah.
Do you recognise this one?
I don't know, but I will say that I always associate Ferraris with red.
You know, I have to agree that banana yellow doesn't really, doesn't do it for me.
No, I'd sooner have the red one.
I would. If I had a Ferrari, if I had the money, it would be red. This is the new 360.
Is it?
How much do you think it is?
Can't blame me. 300,000 plus.
No, actually, you could have two for that. No,
Can you?
yeah, you could have
150?
two and a bit. 110,000. Cheap, isn't it?
Well, I expect to be a lot more expensive than that.
So what, you're going to nip down there now and get yourself one?
I'll have to change my Mercedes to get one of those.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, Mercedes man,
Yeah.
are you?
It's yellow.
Oh, is it? Oh, I've not offended you by saying
No,
yellow, have
no,
I?
No.
Hello. Have you come out for a live look? Let me show you my new car, dear. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, I think it's a Ferrari, isn't it?
I know, but what Ferrari is it? It's not any old Ferrari.
I haven't a clue what model it is, but it looks all right.
It's a new 360.
Right.
What do you think of the colour?
Very good. Like
yeah?
it.
Go with your tie, really, wouldn't it?
Better than the red ones, yeah.
Do you not like a red Ferrari?
No, that's a bit different.
Norman, what do you think of my new car for the day?
Very nice. I think it's well in keeping with your image, Jeanette. I think it would suit you down to
With
the
my
ground.
image?
Yeah.
I haven't got the money for it, love. I'd like it very
yeah.
much, but you need a few quid for one of these, don't you?
I would imagine so, yes. How
I
much
think you've got the money for it. Would you buy one of these, Norman?
I don't think so, no. It's
Why?
a bit pretentious, you know.
But in banana yellow it is, definitely, isn't it?
Yeah, I think probably I'd go for something bright red or sleeky black.
God, it's hard work, you know, doing all this shopping. I'm going home now. Come on, love, let's go and have a cup of tea. It's a hard life. Well, this has got to be the ultimate sports car. It was a real dream to drive. Jason's just nipped in for a cup of tea and he said I've got to give it back, but only if he can catch me.